Hello guys, back to another video, and today we are doing the series preview between the Los Angeles Clippers and the Phoenix Suns. And as you all probably know, the Phoenix Suns beat the Denver Nuggets, and the Los Angeles Clippers beat the Utah Jazz, my favorite team, in 6 games. So now I'm going to be doing the series preview between the Suns and the Clippers. They play their first game today, and it's actually, I feel like, it's actually starting pretty soon as I'm recording this video. So let's get it going. So let's talk about each team real quick as a whole. So what we know so far is that Chris Paul is probably going to miss at least a few games due to the protocol, and then Kawhi Leonard's probably going to be out for a few games as well with an injury. So that makes it so that each team is kind of down at one of their star players. So that it really depends on which players step up and which players keep on doing what they're doing. So let's move on to the Clippers. For defense, they got to keep that same intensity. Patrick Beverley's got to be a big pest for the Clippers. They got to be able to get stops. They can't let Phoenix go on runs. They got to be able to hold their own, basically. And then for offense, they got to have people step up. Like Paul George will obviously get points. They need Patrick Beverley, Terrence Mann, Reggie Jackson, Luke Kennard, Nicholas Batum. They need them all to step up so that they can perform. And Terrence Mann, if they can keep up what he's been doing, like in Game 6 of the Jazz, he scored 39 points, and he was just a big factor. I swear, if Terrence Mann if he didn't go off, Jazz probably would have won that game, but he did, and the Clippers came back with the win. So, I feel like the Clippers, they just need to hold their own on defense, and they need like people to step up on offense, and they need to like get on runs and have that same intensity that they did in the second round in the conference finals. This is the Western Conference Finals, by the way, and the Clippers, they're gonna be intense. Like, they're in Phoenix. They're going to be intense. It's going to be hard to beat. Like, as I was watching the Jazz and the Clippers series, as a Jazz fan, I feel like the Clippers were never really out of it. You could be up by like 30 points, and they'd still be like, it still feel like they're somehow like some way not winning by that much because they have that intensity that they're gonna beat you. Now, moving on to the Suns, their defense has to be spot on. Like they have to play good defense. Their shots have to fall. Like, basically, like, it just has to be perfect because like the Clippers, they're gonna come at you very hard. I feel like Devin Booker needs to go off. Other players definitely need to step up because Chris Paul, I feel like, is a big part of this team. He needs him to be out for the first few games, so he needs to be like the Phoenix Suns need to be have some players step up, mainly like Mikal Bridges, Cameron Payne, DeAndre Ayton, and players like those. And Devin Booker, he needs to go off as well because, well, he's going to have to. He needs to come fill in what Chris Paul did for the Suns. And then, so basically the Suns have to have good defense, and they got to get their own points. It's basically the Clippers and the Suns. Whoever does the job better is basically going to win this game, win the series, I meant. And, the Suns, they cannot let the hype get to them, like, because the Clippers are going to bring it. Like, watching the Clippers and the Jazz again, like, it was just tough as a Jazz fan because I feel like you're never, like, blowing them out of the water, and, like, they are so close to you all the time. And the Suns, what they need to worry about is that they can't, like, if their shots are not falling and the Clippers get on runs, because if the Clippers get on runs, it's going to be tough to stop them. But I still think the Suns would do really well. I feel like Kawhi Leonard and Chris Paul are definitely going to come back in the series. I feel like Kawhi Leonard will come back in like Game 3 or Game 4, and Chris Paul will also come back in like Game 3 or Game 4 after their protocol is over or something like that. Well, Kawhi Leonard's injured, but yeah. So that is like what I have so far between these two. I do feel like one team is going to win it because they're just a better overall team right now, in my opinion. And in my opinion, I have the team, the Clippers and the Suns. I have the Suns winning in 7 games. The only reason why I say that the Suns are going to win in 7 games is I feel like the Suns win like 6 or maybe 5 games. But since the Kawhi's out, And since Chris Paul is not going to be able to play, definitely do feel like the Clippers are going to sneak a few games on the Suns. So I feel like the series is going to be longer. And yeah, I have the Suns winning in 7 games. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I feel like this is going to be a great series. And yeah, bye.